Start.
Good morning, one and all. My name is Taranum Vasist. Today, me and my group mates Dalip Singh, Harshit Jain, and Pragati Saxena, we are here to give presentation on the topic time value of money. Time value of money. Time value of money represents the relationship between time and money. The, the value of money is received today is more than the value of money received in future. The amount which is received today can be invested and we can earn interest on that. Next. Preference given to time value. Preference given to time value of money. Risk factor. It is a risk factor. As we all know that, as we all know that in future is always uncertain. So that's why uh, the person do not get the expecting amount. So that's why he preferred to receive. So he preferred money money that received today rather than in future. Investing opportunity. Sometimes investing in share double the amount in short period of time. So that's why a person prefer to receive the sum of amount today rather than in future. Inflation. The wages remain same. The wages remain same, and inflation causes goods and services increase. Price of goods and services increase, and it takes large percentage of our income to purchase goods and services in future. Preference for present consumption. In this, people give more importance to present need rather than the future needs. Next. Usage. Sinking fund problem. Sinking fund problem can be either in cash, or it can be in the form of bond, or in preferred stocks. Capital recovery problem. The return of initial investment is known as capital recovery problem. Compound growth rate problem. It would require for an investment to grow from its beginning balance to its ending balance, assuming the profit were reinvested at the end of each year, the investment's lifespan. Interest rate problem. The interest rate is the growth rate of your money over the life of the investment. It is usually the only percentage value that is given. Thank you.
Now we discuss the concepts of time value of money. First of all, we discuss the future value. What is future value? The amount, in simple words, we can say that in the amount which is received in future after a certain period, after a certain period at a given interest rate is known as future value. Now we discuss the formula of future value when there is a single stream of cash flow. Future FV is equal to PV in bracket 1 plus I power n, where as PV is equal to present value, I is equal to interest rate, and n is equal to the number of period. In simple words, we can say through which we can in this formula we can calculate the future value which is to be received in the future. Now next slide is what is compounding. Compounding is there is a two concept in time value of money. First is compounding, second is discounting. Whereas compounding means is a arithmetic process of determining the final value of cash flow or series of cash flow when compounded interest is applied. Or we can say that compounded means the present money plus some interest rate, or the interest on interest on the interest. is known as compounding, through which compounding we get the future value. Now we discuss this. What is simple interest? Simple interest is nothing but it's a interest is not on interest. The formula of simple interest is principal into interest into time. Now whereas compound interest occurs when interest is on prior periods interest, or compounded interest is also known as C, CI, whereas it is used to generally is used in calculate fixed deposits, investment, or returns, or rate of returns. Next slide. Now we discuss the present value. What is present value? The value of today of future cash flow or series of cash flow. It is the amount of money today that is equivalent to a given amount to be received or paid in the future. The present value means we can calculate through future value also, as we discussed in above formula, that is PV is equal to FV upon 1 plus I to power n. It is through which we can also calculate the present amount which is to be received in future. It is a reserve. It is just a reserve of a future value in a way that instead of compounding the money forward into the future, we discount it back to the present. Next slide. Net present value is the in simple we can say net value is a difference between the present value of cash outflow minus present value of cash inflow. So the excess amount we receive out of the cash outflow is known as net present value. The rate of return, there is some difference between rate of return and the internal rate of return. The rate of return of an investment is called internal rate of return. We can calculate internal rate of return. Say, let's see, if we invested in our money amount for a different period, and we want to calculate the internal rate of return. So there is some methods of IRR, that is Talm-Hayton and trial method. In this Hayton trial method, we can use the interpolation method, which gives us the IRR in the invested amount or which cash flow of the investment. Thank you.
Now, annuities. I am Pragati Saxena. Annuities is a series of payments made at equal intervals of time. So, an annuity is a financial contract written by an insurance company that provide for a series of guaranteed payments either for a specified period or for a lifetime to two or more individuals. Example, regular saving deposits or monthly insurance payments. There are certain basics of annuities. First is there is a payment against an obligations. Like for example, cable bill is not treated as annuity, but a car payment is treated as annuity. Second, each payment is same. Example, if there is a student loan of 800 rupees, then it will be charged next month with the same amount. Third, each payment is fixed to the same interval, that is weekly, monthly. If it is not same, then it will not be treated as annuities. Next. Types of annuities. First, ordinary annuities. Ordinary annuities is a series of annuities in which equal payments made at the end of each period. For example, a dividend pays and home mortgage. Second, annuity due. It exists or paid at the end or at the beginning of each period. Like one of the best example of its monthly rent. Thank you.
Hello. So next slide is types of interest rate. So our first point is nominal interest rate. The contracted or stated interest rate is also called annual percentage rate or APR, which is the percentage, the periodic rate times the number of periods per year, and effective annual rates. The annual rates of interest actually being earned as the opposed to the quoted rate. This is the rate that would produce the same future value under annual compounding as would more frequent compounding at a given nominal rate. So basically नॉमिनल इंटरेस्ट रेट क्या होता है? नॉमिनल इंटरेस्ट रेट ये होता है कि जैसे आपको एक, जैसे मान लीजिए नॉमिनल इंटरेस्ट रेट ऐसा आप समझ सकते हैं, जैसे आपको 100 रुपीज मैंने आपको लेंड किया, आपने 100 रुपीज मुझसे बोरो किए, और मैंने आपको बोला कि आपका APR 12% है एनुअली। तो आपको एनुअली मुझे जब आप 1 ईयर के बाद आप मुझे रुपए लौटाएंगे, मतलब जब आप मनी पे करेंगे, तो आप मुझे 112 रुपीज देंगे। लेकिन इफेक्टिव एनुअल रेट्स में क्या होता है? इफेक्टिव एनुअल रेट्स क्या तो कंपाउंड तो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट काउंट होती है, लेकिन क्या उसमें इंटरेस्ट भी इसमें काउंट किया जाता है। जैसे जैसे अगर मैंने आपको 100 रुपीज दिया है और आपकी पेमेंट है एनुअली, आपकी पेमेंट है सेमी क्वार्टरली आपको पेमेंट करनी है, तो जैसे आपने मैंने कहा कि आपका एनुअली परसेंटेज रहेगा 12%, तो आप उसको 100 पे 3% पहले आप मुझे देंगे, यानी 103, और फिर उस 103 पे आप मुझे 3% और देंगे। तो ऐसे वो मतलब नॉर्मल रेट से इफेक्टिव एनुअल रेट में चेंजेस आते हैं। And second slide, amortization. So amortization, a method of repaying an interest bearing debt by a series of equal payment at expected time interval. That is A is equal to R 1 minus 1 plus I interest is equal to N over N is equal to term or time, which is which is quarterly, उसको भी quarterly हो सकता है, yearly हो सकता है, semi quarterly हो सकता है, and I is interest rate. So basically A क्या है? A इसमें amortized loan है, a loan that is to be repaid in full amounts on a monthly, quarterly और annually basis. और उसमें जो बेसिक पॉइंट होते हैं, जैसे amortization यूज किया जाता है बैंकों द्वारा। जैसे आपको आपकी फिक्स्ड EMI सेट कर दी जाती है। जैसे आज आपने 1 लाख रुपए मुझसे बोरो किए हैं, तो मैंने आपकी पर मंथली अमोर्टाइजेशन के फॉर्मूले से आप एक पीरियोडिक एक पेमेंट निकाल लेते हैं कि आपको पर मंथली इतनी EMI देनी है। जैसे आपको 2000 रुपीज पे करने हैं फॉर XYZ ईयर्स। तो उसमें शुरू में अमोर्टाइजेशन में क्या है, कोई भी जो एज अ इन्वेस्टर मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरा पैसा है उसका जो मुझे इंटरेस्ट है वो जल्द से जल्द मिले। तो इस फॉर्मूले के थ्रू हम लोग यूज करते हैं इसको, जिससे हमको बेनिफिट होता है और इससे एक इक्विपमेंट बढ़ जाती है, और हमें जो हमारा इंटरेस्ट होता है वो पहले मिलता है, और जो आदमी है, जो बोरोअर है, जिसने हमसे मनी बोरो की है, उसको अपना पैसा बाद में पे करता है। मतलब जो उसकी असेट उसने जो उससे परचेज करी है, उसका पैसा उसके पैसे वो एक्चुअली लेट पे करता है। Next slide is sinking fund. Sinking fund is a fund which is created out of fixed payment each period to accumulate to a future sum after a specific period. For example, sinking fund. For example, companies generally create sinking fund to retrieve bonds, debentures on maturity. Future value is equal to annual amount 1 plus interest, and is equal to terms minus 1 upon interest, I interest. Or basically we can call sinking fund as reserve funds or holding funds. सिंकिंग फंड्स हम क्यों क्रिएट करते हैं? सिंकिंग फंड्स इसलिए क्रिएट करते हैं, मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल दे समझाऊंगा। जैसे मैं एज अ कंपनी, मेरे पे अभी मुझ पे एक मशीन है, मैं एक मशीन ओन करता हूँ, लेकिन मुझे उस मशीन को 10 ईयर के बाद जैसे चेंज करना है। बेसिकली इसके एग्जांपल्स, पहले आप इसके एग्जांपल समझ लीजिए। इसके एग्जांपल्स क्या हो सकते हैं सिंकिंग फंड के एग्जांपल्स हो सकते हैं। सिंकिंग फंड हम किस लिए क्रिएट कर सकते हैं? पे ऑफ डेब्ट्स के लिए कर सकते हैं, बॉन्ड रिडक्शन के लिए कर सकते हैं, रिप्लेस एंड ओल्ड इक्विपमेंट, परचेस ऑफ न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स, परचेस ऑफ असेट, और इट कैन बी कैलकुलेट और अमाउंट it can be calculating amount of annuity on the basis of given future value as under. सिंकिंग फंड में हम कोई सिंकिंग फंड में जैसे आगे चल के जैसे 10 साल बाद मुझे मुझे एक नई मशीन परचेज करनी है फॉर्मा कंपनी, जैसे XYZ मिल कंपनी है, मुझे उसके लिए कोई आगे एक मशीन परचेज करनी होगी, तो उसके लिए मुझको आज से थोड़ा इन्वेस्ट करना होगा, क्योंकि और वो भी इन्वेस्ट इस तरह से करना होगा कि जैसे मेरी जो आज की मशीन है, जैसे मान लीजिए उसकी वैल्यू 1 लाख है, तो 10 ईयर के बाद मुझे उस पर डेप्रिसिएशन लगाना होगा, तो उसकी जो वैल्यूज क्या होगी, मान लीजिए उसकी वैल्यू रह जाएगी 50,000, तो और मेरे को इन्फ्लेशन जोड़ना होगा, क्योंकि अब 10 साल बाद मैं जो मशीन खरीदूंगा उस पर इन्फ्लेशन लगेगा, तो वो मशीन मे भी 15 लाख की हो सकती है, मे भी 10 लाख की हो सकती है, मे भी मतलब जितने की आप खरीद सकते हैं, तो आपको उस पर इन्फ्लेशन और डेप्रिसिएशन लगाना पड़ेगा, और आपको फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ एनएटी उसकी फाइंड करनी होगी। सिंकिंग फंड में क्या हम ये सिंकिंग फंड से हम ये जानते हैं कि इससे हम क्या अपने आगे चल के कोई भी असेट जो खरीदने वाले हैं उसके लिए हम एक फंड क्रिएट करते हैं, तो उसमें इक्वली अमाउंट हर मतलब उसके लिए इक्वली अमाउंट हर बार आप उसको डालते हैं। सो नेक्स्ट, थैंक यू।